was in 1960, and if it is, please explain to me how that happened.
How can you argue that racism is not a driving factor in income inequality?
Because it has nothing to do with race and everything to do with culture. And when you have a culture that doesn't, you know what? Explain to me. You explain to me why black kids aren't graduating high school. Explain that one to me. Explain to me why black kids are shooting each other in rates significantly higher than whites are shooting each other. Explain to me why 13% of the population is responsible for 50% of the murder. Explain to me why the number of black kids in prison, not for innocent reasons, not for walking down the street and getting pulled into a prison, is so high. Explain, if it has nothing to do with culture, explain to me why the single motherhood rate in the black community jumped from 20% to 70% in the same course of time that the civil rights movement has made such tremendous strides. Is America more racist now than it was in 1960? And if it is, please explain to me how that happened.
How can you argue that racism...
Yo, this is About a Blaster coming at you. Now, if you look at the screen here, you see this piece of shit right here. That's white supremacist fag boy Ben Shapiro, punk bitch, who just can't keep black people off his mind. Everything that he talks about is about black people. Black people this, black people that, black people doing everything.
A driving...
So we're going to debunk his bullshit right now. And I'm going to do it piece by piece and frame by frame. I hope you got your ears on and your notebooks out and your pencils sharpened, because we're about to take down some notes. So let's get cracking on this shit.
Factor in income inequality.
Because it has nothing to do with race and everything to do with culture. And when you have a culture that doesn't...
Okay. If you remember what he says, how can income equality... What does it? How does that deal? How does that affect? How's that being affected by race? And he's talking about it's not race, it's culture. He's full of shit. It's all by race. Everything in here is designed by race. Let's go.
And you know what? Explain to me. You explain to me why black kids aren't graduating high school. You explain that.
I'll explain to you why black kids ain't graduating high school, and they keep saying that we're not, but we are. Black children are graduating high school more than ever now. The reason why a lot of times black children don't graduate high school is because we have outdated books. We have no real good. I'm not saying the teacher skills or nothing like that. When it comes down to the teachers, we have white teachers who are in those schools, and they don't give a damn about teaching us properly. They always have some really nasty way of doing things to us. Look at how these teachers today are really coming out showing their really white supremacist feelings, how they talk to us, and they tell you how they're going to make us slaves again and all this shit. But a lot of this shit has to do with our reading materials, like our math books, our English books, our reading books. We are I say anywhere from 3 to 4 times lower in our reading levels, our math levels. They keep us back for a reason. Why do black kids get hand-me-down books in school? And then if you were to set us up with a white, like next to a white kid, or put us in a white school, we're not going to do that great. We're really not. Unless we really have the hankering for really like taking it all in. But see, that's another thing too also. When you go to school, they don't care if you learn anything. All they're going to do is just push you forward into the next round.
Explain to me why black kids are shooting each other in rates significantly higher than whites are shooting each other. Explain to me why...
Okay, I'll explain that right there. Number one, how do we get the guns? We don't make them. We don't create them. Those guns come off the streets. A lot of them are brought to us by police officers. A lot of them are brought to us by these people who run stores in our neighborhood who are not black, who are probably Latin or Indian or Asian. So how those guns get there, and
13% of the population is responsible for 50% of the murder. Explain to me.
Now that's a Fox, that one right there is a Fox News talking point. 50% of the murder and only 13% of the population. If that's the case, we all be in jail. That's a fucking bold-faced bullshit lie. Black people, when we murder, or whatever the case may be, likely we're killing ourselves because we are in the same vicinity as ourselves. See, y'all had closed us off, and we don't have really too much of a contact with other cultures like that. Only people we really do have contact with cultures is with Spanish people, but mostly black people, we stay with ourselves. So that talking point has been debunked.
Why the number of black kids in prison, not for innocent reasons, not for walking down the street and getting pulled into a prison, is so high? Explain, if it has nothing to do with culture, explain to me why the single motherhood rate in the black community.
Okay, he said something before that. I might have played it all over again, but he said, why is it so high that black kids are in there? They're not getting pulled off the street. That's bullshit. There was a young brother, I forgot his name, Brower, I think that was his last name, the brother. He was coming home from school or something like that. And if I remember correctly, he was in New York. Somebody said he stole something and he put in his backpack or something like that. And the brother didn't steal anything. They took him, put him in Rikers Island. That brother was there for some time, man. No representation, no nothing. If you look at, and then turn around, it's a shame because the brother killed himself because he really went through a real bad episode. It really affected his life terribly. And I think that these bastards should be shot and killed, and they should go to jail and be treated like the way he was treated. The next thing also, it was another young brother years and years ago. I forgot his name too. Dang, I can't even get his name. But he was a young brother. They said he killed somebody. This kid was a little kid, man. And they electrocuted him down in, I think it was South Carolina or Virginia, somewhere around that area. He was the youngest black child to be executed, to be sat in an electric chair and executed. That happened, I think, in the 1950s or the 1940s. I believe 1940s. I could be wrong. Could be early 50s. But if you notice or not, that when it comes to black children, when it comes to black people and black children in this country, there are people being they're being let out of prison damn near every week because they've been set up, they've been lied on, they went to jail for 20, 30 years out of their lives, and they were men and women who didn't do the murders. And because the police didn't want to really find the murderer, they found the nearest closest person they can say that did it, and they blamed it on those individuals, and they, what was the proper word of me saying it? They blamed them for that, and they put them in jail for that, and that was wrong. These people must pay for what they've done. So far as that bullshit you just said, Ben Shapiro, you're full of shit. There's a lot of people, if you watch on the news every day, there's damn near someone every week or every month coming out of jail, a black man or a black woman coming out of jail from being falsely accused of saying that they murdered somebody or they raped somebody or they did something to somebody. Now, as far as that's concerned, you're a lie.
Jumped from 20% to 70% in the same course of time that the civil rights movement has made such tremendous strides. Is America more racist now than it was in 1960? And if it is, please explain to me how that happened.
Okay, Ben, you just said a mouthful again, a mouthful of shit. Okay, far as the black motherhood jumping up from whatever percent you said to 78%. Okay, it's called feminism. Can you say that with me? Feminism. Could you say Gloria Steinem? Can you say CIA operative? Can you say the CIA said that they must stop the black family from being a unit? Can you say George Soros? Can you say a COINTELPRO, Ben? Ben, you are one great big fucking idiot who claims you know everything. See, because you could talk so well and so fast and you sound like you know something, you don't know shit. You're a white man looking in on black problems. Who the fuck made you the black person whisperer, motherfucker? You ain't about doing nothing. All you do is stick your little fucking stubby fingers in our face and wag them at us thinking that you're talking down on us. No, you're sounding like a fucking racist idiot. Again, yes, this is all racist. Racism is at the core of America's heart, at the core of America's blood. Racism runs very, very, very deep, Ben. So learn your motherfucking history instead of trying to teach people bullshit ass history or try to make us seem like we don't know shit. And the funny thing about them two motherfucking black people, I don't know. I gotta find this piece because maybe they said the same thing too. I don't know, but they sat there and looked very like concerned after because I would have laughed too, and I would have broke it down to them. You a fucking idiot, Ben. You're a fucking idiot. You don't know shit. So do me a favor. Stick to white shit. Okay? I don't see none of you assholes going after Jewish people saying, well, why is it that y'all guys get still get money from the United States government if the United States government didn't have a hand in so-called killing you off like the Germans did? Make you think, right? Why is America paying for that shit? Why is my tax dollars, my fucking hard-earned tax dollars going to the shit? But when we want fucking reparations as black people, we can't get it because it's people like Ben Shapiro talking about, I don't think they deserve it. Who the fuck do you think you ain't black? It's none of your fucking business. You shut the fuck up, let us do us. If y'all motherfuckers worth to just get the fuck out our face and y'all just let us live, let us create, let us do what we have to do for ourselves. These fucking little Ben Shapiro moments of fucking absolute fucking idiocy is fucking would fucking just go away. It will go away because of people like him. They wouldn't even have a job. They wouldn't even be able to write a book because everybody would know your bullshit is on fucking viewed for the world to see, motherfucker. Alright? Yo, this is the Battle Blast. I'm about to say peace to y'all motherfuckers, but remember one thing. Don't let people like this try to make you feel less than or try to make you feel like he's right when he's absolutely wrong. This is why I try to tell black people all the time. If y'all black, listen to the sound of my voice, read a book. Shit, if you don't like read a book, get some good they got some real good documentaries. You can actually take your phone. If you get a documentary, you can look it up on your computer and have your phone in hand. Certain things you don't understand or certain things you want to look into it. There's stuff you can read online, and there's books in the library you can read. So do yourselves a favor. Start edging yourselves up because knowledge is key, dude. These people have shitted on us for fucking years, and these people for centuries, and these people don't give a fuck. They're going, like I said, the Bible says something like this. They will commit crimes and will find themselves not guilty. they will break laws and find themselves not guilty. So you gotta look at that. The Bible even foretells these people, tells you who they are, how it look. Like I said, look at them, look at them. Every white person on this planet, I watched as a man did something really fucked up, and you know what they did? They let that motherfucker go. It was a white man. He raped this white woman, and they let him go. But the man was a rapist. Never destroyed his life, nothing. A black man kisses a white woman and they call that rape. And he's still in jail, man. Young brother. Because he was going to college. He had I think it was a football scholarship. He was doing the shit. And because this motherfucker kissed a white girl, and the white girl claimed he raped her, then all of a sudden she went back and said, he didn't rape me, I just was upset at him. They didn't give a fuck. Racism plays a very, very, very big part in the United States of America. And like I always told you people, I tell my people this all the time. It's the dog pile on the rabbit situation. If you don't know what the dog pile on the rabbit situation is, that's the thing that Bugs Bunny, if you ever watch Bugs Bunny Looney Tunes, when the hound dogs, they all try to jump on Bugs Bunny. One jumped on Bugs and the other one jumped on the other dog, and they jumping all on them. Talk about dog pile on the rabbit, dog pile on the rabbit. But see, Bugs was so smart, he got on top of them and was pounding on them, stomping on them to dog pile on the rabbit. See, that's what we gotta be like. We gotta be like Bugs, man. We gotta be smarter. We gotta be 3 steps ahead of these sons of bitches, even 10 sometimes. But these cats like Ben Shapiro, they this is what they preach. They preach segregation. They preach hate. They preach all these bad things. And honestly, it's time for us to wake up. Because they put these talking points out there, and the world sits there and they spew them back on us without even doing not even one iota of information seeking, or how you say it, fact checking. So, as a Battle Blaster, I'm going to close off with this. I'm going to say peace to you guys and have a good night. I'm going back to bed. Battle Blaster, I'm out. Peace.